That one's sick because the stoves, you have to feed logs into them because there's no gas. It's a.
If you're a foodie, your dick's about to get hard. I'm being dead serious.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
The Permission to Party World Tour kicks off September 18th in Rockford, Illinois, the 19th in Milwaukee, the 20th in St. Paul, Minnesota, the 21st in Duluth, Minnesota, followed by Eugene, Oregon, September 28th. Avoid scalpers and go to bert.com to get your lowest ticket price. Skateboarding has always been so ahead on merch.
Yeah.
Right? Like, look at this logo.
I know, it's so
That's
sick.
so badass. It's like, do you think there are, like, the majority of skateboarders are artists also?
I think so, yeah, because skateboarding is an art, you know?
It is an art. Oh,
Whoops.
Answer it.
Nope.
Who is it?
One of my chefs. Probably should answer, but no.
This is whose?
Eric Ellington, he's basically the boss of one of the sponsors that I ride for, Death with Skateboards.
Yeah.
And he created he's sober now, and he created his own NA beer, non-alcoholic beer.
Eric, I'm going to tell you right now. By the way, I go through, I'm not like normally, in all honesty, when I'm not drinking, I'm a Kool-Aid guy. Like, I love Kool-Aid. I fucking love Kool-Aid. But I have had periods where I'm taking a non-alcoholic beer. Usually I'll smoke a joint with it, but...
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, after our thing yesterday, we went to dinner and I drank like 2 NA beers.
Tastes great.
You like
It actually tastes like beer.
I wanted to buzz me, but yeah. It tastes great.
Hell yeah. Yeah, he did.
Tastes great.
He did a
There's
good
certain
job.
times you want a beer, but you don't want the beer buzz. Like,
Yeah.
I understand, like, I never could be one of those guys that had, like, one beer after mowing the lawn. And then, and they kept doing something. I was like, yo, I'm done mowing the lawn. The lawn's done. We're getting lit and I'm getting in the pool.
Well, now you
That's
can get
it.
the flavor and the, a little bit of the ritual of actually just like drinking a beer.
That's
Because
crazy.
I'll go for dinner sometimes and I don't want to get drunk because I got a big day tomorrow
Yeah.
or whatever, but I don't want to drink water with my food, And I don't do sodas or anything, so it's like I'll get an NA beer because I can actually, it's refreshing, it like cleans my palate, like the whole deal.
Yeah.
Like during 4th of July this year, I wanted to make like Italian sausages and burgers because that's what I wanted for 4th of July,
Yeah.
So I definitely had a couple NA beers to drink it. Like I just needed it. Like as I was grilling, I needed to have that beer in my hand.
Yeah.
But like you kind of have
Yeah.
to have it, just sipping it, flipping the dogs and stuff, so.
It's like, I don't know, this is a really bad analogy. But it's like,
Can you shift?
I love that you interrupted me because what I was about to say was about to be the most embarrassing thing I was ever going to say.
I will retract that.
I was like, I like my nipples played with during sex, but I don't do it when I jerk off. That would be weird. You ever see that? Like when a woman is doing, and they're doing the thing and they're playing with their own tits? No guy is like, oh. All right. I am making you guys.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
Let's
This
go.
is a curry. It's a moil. Do you know what that is? So I figured it would be like I love a good soup, but I feel like curry is like almost a bridge between what a soup should have been.
So good.
Like lay it on a bed of rice. So we got white rice. I'll turn that on right now.
Beautiful.
And so this is. Do you know what fish this is?
Tilapia.
Is this tilapia?
Rockfish.
It's rockfish. So we'll cut it up, we'll season it, we'll cook it, pull it to the side, then we'll make our curry sauce. We're gonna throw in some coconut, some tomatoes, and then we'll put the fish back in, and then we'll take the rice, we'll put it on a bed of rice, and it should be fucking perfect.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So am I here to just like correct each movement as we go?
A little bit. So what's the first thing they teach you in sushi school?
I didn't go to sushi school.
What?
But I guess I kind of have a sushi school.
You had a mentor, right?
So I actually just bought my first book on sushi when I was 13. I say I never worked in sushi, but that's not true. When I was 18, I worked at a place called Empress next door to the Body Shop on Sunset. I worked in the back kitchen making like crispy rice and a couple things like that. But I never worked for someone who taught me how to make sushi.
Really?
I just learned about sushi, been obsessed with it my whole life, and then spent my career in Michelin-star tasting menu restaurants, and then just took my proficiency with tasting menu and married it with my love and passion and obsession for sushi.
That's really fascinating.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, it really is like kind of finding your own way to the path.
Yeah. But I mean,
awesome.
I learned how to break down, fish in 3 Michelin-star seafood restaurants. So
Yeah.
I know how to do it. I knew how to do all of the things. I just never worked for a sushi chef who was like, okay, here's what you do.
Yeah.
You're going to do this, you got to do that, which also kept me unhandcuffed and allowed me to sort of create the style that,
What's it like the first time you do sushi for like a guy you respect? Like there's got to be like an old, like I don't mean to be like, but an old like fucking kamikaze kind of guy, like just like.
So, do you know the Wagyu Mafia?
Oh yeah.
The Wacky Mafia?
Wagyu.
Oh my God.
You know the Wacky Mafia?
I was like, I think they were at the Comedy Store last night. But what I'm doing, by the way, I'm cutting the bones out.
As you should.
Okay,
Yep.
so I'm finding the bones right here, and then I'm going right here and cutting them out. And then I'm pulling this to the side, and if I want more fish, I'll go on the other side of the bone, but I don't really give a fuck. The Wagyu Mafia, keep going.
So the head of the Wagyu Mafia from Japan came out, and we actually hosted them for a dinner at Sushi by Scratch restaurants here in the Valley. And he tried my sushi back in 2000, I want to say 16. And he said to me that this is going to be the future of sushi.
Can you explain? I'm trying to think of the most. Oh, you know what? I know who it is. Kyle! Come over here. Kyle I am mentoring Kyle, as he is also my assistant. I'm teaching him certain stuff.
On how to take fish bones out?
On how to take fish bones out. But no, but like, watch this. I'm being dead serious. This is what we're working on right now. What direction does the 405 go?
North to south,
Right. Okay.
on the west side.
Yeah. No. So no. This is not even. I'm not even a slight. These kids these days get in a car and they do this. They do this and they're married to this. And so when they take directions, they're going like this and they don't really know where they are. So I was like, spatially, I want you to understand, because as we were going to meet you guys, he goes, all right, first off, we got to go through the mountains. And I was like, what? Like, we're going to East LA. There should be a river. And I'm like, wait, where the fuck are we going?
We're using a Thomas guide upside
He goes,
down.
we're going to be going through a valley and some mountains. And I go, are you talking about the 101? And he's like, is that it? Is that it? So, but I think, and I'm saying this because I discovered what he does through him. Can you explain what a Omakase?
Yeah.
What omakase is.
Yeah, so omakase literally translates to I trust you. And it used to be that if you went to a sushi restaurant or somewhere, Japanese chef, and they would say, what do you want tonight? And you would say basically, I don't want to pick, I trust you. Now it's turned into just a synonymous word for tasting menu. So basically it's a restaurant, typically sushi, that does not have any menu. So like mine is literally, this room is probably bigger than most of my sushi bars.
Mm-hmm.
10 seats up to it, chefs on one side, we're sitting on the other. And we do about 2 hours worth of sushi. You don't get to pick anything. You just tell us if there's anything you don't eat, and then we curate an entire experience for you.
And is our experience in that there's a cocktail with just about everything?
Yep. You can, we pair the whole thing. We invite you to come 30 minutes early for a free curated pre-gaming experience with like cocktails and little bites just to get you in the mood. And then we just do sushi. We do not offer chopsticks though, ever. Sushi was never a chopstick food. It's a finger food. Yeah, there you go. But don't do this with your fingers when you pick it up.
Forklift it.
But it's what's interesting about it is it's also not like ton of soy sauce, ton of wasabi.
Yeah.
He tells you how it should be eaten.
Yeah.
So that's what Hisato-san from the Wagyu Mafia sort of was getting at when he said that he thought this would be the future of sushi. Was 10 years ago, sushi was typically fish, a little bit of wasabi underneath, rice, and then you would dip it in your soy sauce. But what I was doing is I was similar to this. I would have all of these different sauces and flavors and garnishes and paintbrushes, and I would curate each dish, each piece of sushi as if it was its own composed dish. So based on the fish and the texture and the flavor, I would paint it with the flavors and add textures that I thought made it the most delicious thing it possibly could be. And then he was right. 10 years later, you can't find sushi that it doesn't have, colorful garnishes and all this stuff now.
Yeah, it's a great fucking date.
No.
Yeah, this is what I always say. This is what moving to LA or New York is you learn shit and you don't know it until you learn it. And there's no shame in not knowing it. Like, it's the truth is, how many of us called it Sepulveda when we moved out here, right? Until one time someone mocks you and you're like, oh, it's Sepulveda. Okay, my bad. Or La Jolla.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's La Jolla? I didn't know that's how you say that.
Tujunga?
Yeah, it's Tujunga. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
That sounds awesome.
Head back I think that's east, right? Or that's west that way.
That is west. That is west.
Had to see where we are.
But it's, you know, what's funny is there's culturally, I say culturally, but it's more generationally, there's such a difference in the way that I grew up, and that without, like, when we moved out here, it was a Thomas guide. And the whole point of learning the Thomas guide is so that you didn't need the Thomas guide.
Yeah.
The whole point of learning the city. But it's now it's like him and one of his good friends, my old assistant, Pete, they are married to their phone in the car, and it's dropping. And there's no slight to it. Well, I would have done the same thing. Yeah. But it is nice in case the power structure goes down to know how to get home.
Yeah, for sure. What's crazy is to think about like how many different like communication things we went through our whole lifetime. You know what I mean? We had the little like spinning phone in the beginning, and then pagers and stuff like that.
And then we got the phone with the little thing that flips down. Then we all went to the sidekicks and the Blackberries.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the brick. Not the brick, but the
Nokia?
The Nokia 8.
With snakes?
Yes. And your side of your face would get warm and you'd sweat when you use it. Yeah, that's cancer. That's cancer. I remember driving around with my phone like this, and they're like, you know what causes testicular cancer? I was like, move that shit. Dude, wait, hold on. Hang on. I remember, this is going to be wild. I remember the first round of skateboards when I was in like it must have been 1977, when it was like the little banana, and they were terrifying. You get on and squirt. And then I remember Back to the Future skateboards.
Okay.
That was like, that's my group of guys. The Tony Hawk, Pal Peralta, or Stacy Peralta.
Yeah, like the trick boards, basically, right?
Oh, but the only trick I knew how to do was go like this, and then go, and catch it and go, I'm done.
Yeah.
Wait, what was your first skateboard?
It was,
Whoa. That's not what I thought was going to happen. Scared the shit out of
Did
me.
you hit the right stick?
Yeah, I did.
I think I got my first skateboard when I was like 13. I'm not really sure what year that was, but they already had like kind of like the twin, like the nose and the tail boards, like the more fucking. Not, oh, now I'm stuck in Omakase. oh my god.
What's
So it would have like the nose and the tail.
Christian Osoy?
It was a little bit further past that time. I would say probably like late 90s-ish, somewhere around there. I got it. So it was like the normal trick boards that like people skateboard on nowadays.
Jesus Christ, almost broke my leg. Why is that doing that? Do you know?
Yeah, moisture.
The water,
Oh, cool.
Moisture on the leaves.
Yeah, that just means that either the leaves are wet or they just contain moisture.
Cool. Keep going your skateboard. It burned my face.
But yeah, I think I saw a bunch of kids skating at, I was like 8th grade or 7th grade, and I saw a bunch of kids skating, and I used to like watch them skate, and they're like kind of the kids that I would talk to in school, and like, I was amused on like how they did tricks and kind of like kickflipping and olling and stuff, and I really wanted to learn how to do it, and I was a very active young kid, so I would hang out with them after school, and they would let me use their skateboard and like kind of try to teach me tricks and stuff. And like, I mean, like most people we've talked about that grew up skating, it's like once you first step on that skateboard, it basically you get hooked, you know, because there's so many different tricks you can learn, and you just like first time on, you're like, I want to keep doing this, and I want to learn like everything that I could learn with this thing, you know?
It's a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
It's a crazy feeling that I understand. I would imagine a golfer feels the same way, but the second you get hooked to something and you're laying in bed and you're looking at that thing that you played all day on, and you're like, I can't wait till I get you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yep. And it's like, skateboarding's like, people don't really talk about it much, but it's like very like therapeutic. It's, you get to kind of choose your route. When you're on the skateboard, it's like I could jump on this bench, I could go down this curb, I could go down these stairs. Like you could kind of
turn the world into a video game.
Yeah, it's like a video game. It's like a real life video game where you're not thinking about anything else but skateboarding and what's in front of you.
Yeah, it's funny because I do both of what you guys do.
Yeah,
but
I
not
love
even
it.
remotely as close. like I love cooking.
So far, you're almost as good of a chef as me, from what I'm seeing.
No, yeah.
Smells great.
But skateboarding for me, fell in love with it. Fell in love with it when Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Skateboarded all through like middle school, beginning of high school. Probably 9th grade, I took a really bad still bombing a hill, and I scraped my back up.
Yeah, you could really get fucked up down the hill.
And I found marijuana, and I was like, I think I'm gonna
To soothe.
Yeah. And I was like, wow. And then I'm in New York. Well, no, I skateboarded in college.
Yeah.
Because we had a skateboarder in our house, and everyone loved skateboarding.
That's dope.
And then bombed a hill at college down by if anyone went to Florida State, where the old KA house and the old Sigma Nu house was, down that where the old Pike house was, down that hill. I forgot how fucking steep a hill.
Oh no.
A very non-steep hill can be extremely fast.
Yeah.
And so
The speed accumulates.
Yeah.
As you go.
the first thing you do is I got the wobbles. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, these aren't good. I remember these. And then
What kind of board were you on, though, when you were bombing these hills?
and those, just a trick board, like bullshit wheels.
Normal wheels, or were they like soft
well, that's when
wheels?
skateboarding, no, normal wheels, hard wheels.
Okay.
And so that's when skateboarding had a resurgence.
Yeah.
When the movie Kids just come out.
Yep.
And
So they were into that was at the time when it switched to like the modern day skateboard.
what were the skateboards we know now today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then moved to New York, and all of a sudden they showed up with longboards. And me and my buddy Weecho were like, yo, let's get longboards and bomb hills all through the fucking Central Park.
Shit.
And we would just go through Central Park. Or you could go down, down 3rd Avenue? Down 3rd Avenue to like downtown, and you would just be, if you caught the green light, there's no better feeling than going green light,
flying.
cooking, and just seeing one, you're looking at the thing, it turns yellow, you're like, nice. and then move out to LA, and I tell my buddy Croy, I was like, dude, I think you forget how great skateboarding is.
Yeah.
So we go to buy skateboards. We then skateboarded to bar, bar hopping. And at the Snake Pit on Melrose, I got my skateboard taken away from me by the bartender.
Oh, no way.
She was like, you are way too drunk to be on a skateboard.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, I go to skateboards. She goes, I don't give a fuck. You're
Yeah.
going to die today. So.
That's funny you're in that area. I kind of grew up in that area a little bit when I lived
You grew up in LA too?
I moved here when I was 22 for skateboarding. And I just kind of stayed on friends' couches and in my van and stuff.
What year is this?
I was 22, 40 now.
18 years ago?
18 years ago.
Okay, so this is after Baker Boys. Mm-hmm. After the Piss Drunks.
This was like probably after that. They were still kind of like messing around with all that stuff, but it was like, it was as I was kind of making my name as a skateboarder, I moved out here and kind of just stayed on friends' couches and just skated super hard and filmed video parts and got photos in magazines and stuff. So it was just kind of like the journey to making it to it like a professional skateboarder, you know?
It's almost, it stinks that skateboarding doesn't have a union. And I mean this with respect, but you guys were kind of like porn stars. In that the money wasn't great. The job was fun as fuck.
Yeah.
There was a lot of outside influences that were unhealthy as shit. And to come out on the other side with a head on your shoulders is a little astounding.
Thanks, man. It's definitely like a hard battle, and I've dealt with like demons and chaos with all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I have to thank my wife for helping me out of all that stuff. You know, she kind of like helped build the will that I have today and helped build the person that I am today by just sticking by my side and helping me through it all, you know?
It's funny, you watch, and I hate to bring him up because I know he gets all this shit, but I'm a big fan of Bam's.
Yeah, Bam's cool, I know him.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
do you watch him? I watch him sometimes skateboarding, and he's not skateboarding well. And I so badly want to just go into the screen and go, just stop today, because I know this is going to make you want to drink. like, please stop. We're all old.
He's doing,
I think
but he's actually
doing
he's
hard
getting
tricks.
good for
Yeah.
his age and
He's
everything.
doing- yeah.
And, you know, all that he's been through and stuff, I think, you know, there's just a point where, like, all skateboarders have to, like, understand, like, you know, this is where you are now. And, you know, as long as you're still having fun with it, it can be a great thing, you know? It's like, you can't always be number one, you know? You can try to be the best that you can be, but it's hard when, as you age and you've gone through so many different life struggles and different things.
That happens in comedy also.
Yeah, and you just have to
can't-
come into terms with it,
It's really hard.
For sure.
And there's no union for that.
No, and we're worse than porn stars. We're like snuff film actors. I don't even do it.
The ones who survive.
Yeah.
Or like what to do after that too. There's not really any like make sure you set yourself up for like, when the time comes, like what are you gonna do,
It's so crazy. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy. Do you have any money left from skateboarding?
I do, yeah. I'm still
He's
a
still
professional
pro.
skateboarder, yeah.
No. I meant from like those first deals.
Like
I
when
look
I
at
was
like
partying?
I was talking to someone the other day when you were partying and you got your first deal and you're like, and you burned through that cash.
Yeah, I don't think so. Because I used to just snort the cash up and drink the cash up. So it was gone, And then I lost a lot of those sponsors of those days, And some stayed around, which was great. But then out of my sobriety and like kind of focusing on like health, wellness, and fitness, I was able to like pick up a whole new line of sponsors in different.
Well,
that wasn't in skateboarding anymore.
That's when I discovered you.
Yeah.
In your recovery. Mm-hmm. And it was just a video of you getting healthy at your house and working out.
Yeah.
I think doing fucking yoga or breath work or some shit and still skating and looking great. And I was
Thanks, man.
I was like, dude, fuck yeah, this is inspirational. And then when I met you, I was like, oh, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Like
I was shocked.
Big fat white guy?
No, I was stoked. You reached out to me, and you and I have been friends on Instagram for like a long time before like we actually got to meet each other, just talking back and forth.
Yes. I love this flaky white fish. It's so easy to keep together.
Oh, like so.
But I want to keep this sauce in here. It'll be fine. When we were young, we used to dream of being anything: an astronaut, the president, a princess, a prince, or a princess. But as you get older, your dreams definitely change, focusing less on running the world and more on how you can take your skills and ideas and turn them into something real. Instead of dreaming of going to space or owning your own castle, maybe you start dreaming of owning your own business. You're going to need a website. You're going to need a payment system, a logo, and a way to advertise to new customers. It can be overwhelming and very confusing, but thankfully, that's where our sponsor for today, Shopify, comes in. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. What if I can't design a website? Doom. Shopify has got you from the get-go with beautiful ready-to-go templates to match your brand style. What if people haven't heard about my brand? Shopify helps you find your customers with easy-to-run emails and social media campaigns. What if I get stuck? Shopify is always around to help share advice with their award-winning 24/7 customer service support, and I'm telling you, they are awesome. Leanne and I started using Shopify when we were young, and we didn't know what the hell we were doing, and that 24/7 customer support came in very handy. Turn those dreams into cha-chings and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/burning. Go to shopify.com/burning, shopify.com/burning. Now tell me about what got you to the Italian restaurant. Because we went to that great Italian restaurant in Austin at one time, but
Yeah.
now Thursday my wife and I are going to try to sneak reservations to your Italian spot in LA.
Pasta.
So it's a little bit of a misnomer. It's not an Italian restaurant, or at least I would not consider it an Italian restaurant.
Okay.
In the same way that I would not consider Sushi by Scratch restaurants a Japanese restaurant. It's a sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
And so Pasta Bar was actually a pop-up during COVID. So we had, before COVID started, we had Scratch Bar, we had Woodley Proper, which was our cocktail lounge, and then hidden behind both of those was Sushi. With the shutdown and then the reopening, but with like the 6 feet apart and all that, Scratch Bar was too small to continue operating. So we had a team and we had to decide, what do we do? Do we lay them off for a second time? And I said, no, why don't we take the space next door, which was a cocktail bar, which is a little bit bigger. We could, because Scratch Bar was too idiosyncratic, can't just do it in a different room. The whole restaurant was around like a big 16-foot fireplace. You can't just do that in a random cocktail bar.
Yeah.
So I said, let's just come up with a new concept and we'll run that until Scratch Bar can reopen. So we kind of like, it was like a Sunday afternoon. And we're like, what should we do? And we're just talking and we're like, well, there's no good pasta around here. And no one's doing our thing is like chef's counter tasting menu. No one's doing a pasta chef's counter tasting menu. Why don't we just use pasta as the vehicle for a chef's counter tasting menu?
God, I fucking love
So
this.
that was Sunday night over some beers. We opened to the public on Wednesday at 5 p.m.
Wild.
With the same crew. We just moved them next door. And about 6 months later, we got our first Michelin star.
Damn.
And
How many chefs hate you? There's got to be a bunch, right?
nobody needs to tell me. I don't know.
6 months later, we got our Michelin star.
That's crazy.
And basically, when we got the star, we were like, okay, well, I guess we're not going to shut this down. So we kept it going, got a star again the next year. And then I was like, if we can get a star with 3 days notice and in a defunct cocktail bar, what if I actually put a little bit of cash into this and like remodeled and made it look beautiful and made it actually built a space for the restaurant that like it's earned its own right to actually be coddled.
Yeah.
So we did. Have not gotten that second star yet.
How does a Michelin star happen?
Don't know, but I'll guess. I mean, I've now had stars for 5 years. Gotten them at Sushi by Scratch restaurants and Pasta Bar, and I have zero idea how it works.
Meaning, like, is it a secret shopper?
It's a secret shopper. I know that, but I don't understand sometimes. Like, there's been years where I got stars at restaurants that I didn't feel deserved it, and didn't get stars at restaurants that I felt deserved it, and I couldn't understand why or why not.
How many stars get given out a year?
There's no quota. Not a lot.
It's like the Banksy of cooking.
It's I'm trying to think of what it would be like. It's not quite like winning an Academy Award.
Because that's like a fight.
Yeah, well, that's like you're up against other people specifically. That's more like a James Beard Award would be the equivalent of that. The Michelin Guide just happens to be, a lot of us chefs talk about it like this. It's like that either father figure or girl that we can't figure out that like we say we don't care about, but we really desperately need their approval.
Yeah. Yeah. You start fights with in the morning and you say, hey, why can't you move at my speed? She's like, no, my mom always said, I move too fast. Now you're saying I move too fast? No, I'm not talking about you. We're talking about James Beard.
But yeah, I really don't know. And they've never really published their criteria. And the thing is, they're just the most respected guide of anyone. They're the agreed upon, they get to be correct. So like everybody in the media hated that I was a white sushi chef, talked shit about me, said it was blasphemy, etc. And the minute I got a Michelin star, not a peep.
Wow.
So like that's the cosign of all cosigns.
That is the cosign. That is fucking badass.
Because to say that I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, you have to then say the Michelin Guide doesn't know what they're doing, and no one's going to do that.
Oh, wow. What does it feel like to get a Michelin star? Do you cry?
I did cry.
Yeah.
But I cried. I would have cried either way. But the way they gave me a star.
Guys, I'm going to cry. If I win or if I lose. Giving you a heads up.
No, I mean, the way I got my first star is really fucked up. So I had just moved to Austin, and so in 2019, that was their first year after a 10-year hiatus back to Los Angeles. You can't get a Michelin star in a city that isn't part of the guide. So you couldn't get one from 2009 to 2018. You could not get a star in LA. In 2019, they came back. I went to the gala. I was the only chef at the gala who didn't get called on stage and get a star. Kind of heartbreaking.
God damn it.
The next year, in 2020, they reach out via email and they say, can we have Philip's phone number? Now, the old school way of the Michelin Guide was you got a famous phone call the day before. And they would say, congratulations, tomorrow the guide comes out. This is before they went all virtual. Mm-hmm. So they asked my phone number and I'm like, I'm fucking getting it. Why else, what are they going to call me to say sorry? Yeah. No, I'm getting a fucking star. And then a week later, they get attacked online because it's during COVID for being insensitive. How could you give out stars during COVID? They cancel Los Angeles.
Oh.
So don't get a star in 2020. There are no stars.
Yeah.
They did it in other places where they didn't get bullied.
Yeah. Crazy.
In 2021, they reach out and they say, we'd like to shoot an in-person interview with you at, we're looking at, so in the Michelin Guide, you can get in the guide without getting a star. So I'd been in the guide, I just didn't have a star.
Yo, hook us up. Put us in the guide. You need to serve people probably.
You need a restaurant. Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
So they reached out and they're like, we want to do an in-person interview with you at Pasta Bar and at Sushi in Montecito. And I go, great, what's the day and time? I'm in Austin right now, I'll fly in. And they go, no, don't waste your time, don't fly. You're not getting a star. This is just to we just want to talk to people about what it's like running restaurants during the pandemic. And I go, I'll fly, it's not a big deal. They go, no, trust me, it's not worth your time. So my wife and little brother, my little brother at the time is our head chef at Sushi in Montecito.
Yeah. My
wife happens to be in LA that week. So they come in with the camera crew. I stay in Austin. They have my brother, my wife, Chef Nate, who actually just called me on the phone, who at the time was the head chef at Pasta. And then they had a bar stool with an open laptop with me on Zoom. And they're filming an interview series of questions. What was the hardest thing? What was this? What was that? And then after about 8 or 9 minutes of talking with them, they go, sorry, there's someone on the phone who wants to talk to you guys. And then all of a sudden, pandemonium sort of breaks out, and I don't know what's going on because I'm on fucking Zoom. And one of the producers picks up the computer and goes, congratulations, chef. I said, for what? She said, you got a Michelin star. And I said, at which restaurant? And she said, both of them. And here I am in my dimly lit house by myself.
I just came everywhere. That was so good. I just came with myself. Both of them. That was a weird.
This is why we wear aprons, by the way, chef. Yeah. For this exact reason. But my wife and brother are there, and I've dedicated at this point 15 years of my life to trying to get a Michelin star, and the first time I get it is over Zoom, not with my brother and my wife. We started our first restaurant together.
Yeah.
So we're receiving it in different rooms, and it was. I just broke down and started crying, but. I think part of it was that I didn't have anyone to
internet cafe in Hollywood. I'm sobbing in front of a computer. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And so the Michelin Guide is basically a guide to restaurants.
Yes. So it started in 1900, 1901. It's basically, so Michelin tires needed to give people, it's a tire company.
I was wondering if there was a connection.
Yeah. So the original guide didn't have stars. The idea was they sold you tires, and then they were like, we're going to give you reasons to drive around on those tires, so you need more tires. Here's a list of things all around France that you should, hotels and restaurants that are worth your time while you're driving around wearing out your tires. So they would put out these guides to give you reasons to drive out of the city. That's where the Michelin Guide came from.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. God dang. I had no clue that's where the Michelin Guide came from. Then who the fuck's James Beard?
So James Beard, completely different thing. He's basically a legendary chef who started I want to say a nonprofit and has turned into now he passed and in his honor you get the James Beard Award.
It's I remember Andrew Zimmern I think got one or something.
Probably. And I've never been involved with James Beard. I never got nominated, never got an award. Not really I've been invited.
No, I'm the same way with the Emmys. I don't care. Don't need them. Don't want one. Don't keep no one. Never been nominated. I don't even know what they are, actually. Did Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz got an Emmy. Yeah, it's funny. I definitely don't want to sound shitty about that stuff, but in a weird way, in the world I live in, an Emmy doesn't change my life.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like, what I do is just stand up. It doesn't sell more tickets.
Yeah.
So I just care about selling tickets.
In the restaurant world, there's things that like, and this is no disrespect to James Beard, him, the awards, anything, but the type of restaurant that gets a James Beard Award is not the type of restaurant that gets on the world's 50 best and 3 Michelin stars.
Oh, really?
And there's different levels or tiers, so to speak. And
I know what you're saying.
The restaurants that I'm trying to run are like, I want to get number 1 on the world's 50 best list with this new one we're working on out in Austin.
Yes.
James, the restaurant that's going to get
Can you talk about it at all?
Sure.
Tell everyone what it is.
Yeah, so.
Ow, fuck. Keep going. And can I cook there?
You can absolutely cook there. We'll film an episode there.
Yeah.
But that one's sick because the stoves, you have to feed logs into them because there's no gas. It's a
if you're a foodie, your dick's about to get hard. I'm being dead serious.
It's 4-acre property, 20 minutes from downtown Austin. 150-year-old Pioneer era log cabin on the property. We're putting an 1.5 acre garden. We're going to have cows, goats, sheep, pigs, ducks, chickens. We're basically going to grow everything, and whatever we don't grow or harvest ourselves, we're going to go out and hunt. And then we're going to cook like in the original fireplaces, like next to where we're putting the kitchen because we're remodeling it. And old school like cast iron like stove that you got to feed logs into. And it's going to be like an old style European like countryside like inn, like when you're driving through the middle of nowhere and there's just that cute little inn and they've got the best food and there'll be 2 bedrooms upstairs and a few little cabins you can stay on the property. But typically a restaurant that gets a James Beard Award is like a 120-seat modern Mexican restaurant that's doing a la carte and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is typically the like sort of the, a lot of crossover with like, Food Network and that type of, vibe.
Yeah. Do you have to teach the chefs how to cook differently?
Definitely, because we're going to be cooking like you can't turn it up. You can't turn it up, you can't turn it down. You just got to throw more logs in. Like so I'm still working on specifically how I want to, I have this idea. One idea is go out and actually hire like the best sauce chef, the best this chef, and almost be like, you for the next season are responsible for the garden and the dishes that come from the garden. You're responsible for fishing and the dishes that come from the ocean and the lake. You're responsible for the game meat. You got to go hunt. And then so up next is Chef Emily. And she's like, I shot this axis deer 6 months ago. I've been aging it. The next 3 courses are going to be from the deer that I shot.
And so everything's going to be kind of like what we've harvested, that's for dinner.
Yes.
So you go in, I love that.
Yeah.
One of my things that drives me nuts, and I understand there are people that have dietary issues. I get that. But is when they're like, oh, I don't do onions. And you're like, okay.
Doesn't bother me at all. I have this, to me, I've had this philosophical problem with the idea that so hospitality is about being hospitable. And there's nothing hospitable about saying, oh, you don't eat onions? Yeah, you can't have the hamachi. If you're a good chef, you tell me you can't make hamachi taste good without onions? Of course you can.
Yeah.
So
by the way,
you have to be a good chef.
I just stood here as the chef that goes, fuck you don't eat onions? Suck my dick. And you're like, if you're not a good chef, I go, I'm definitely not a good chef.
But yeah, if someone comes in and they're like, I can't eat this or whatever, yeah, happy to do it.
Yeah, but it's probably not the place for a vegan. Or maybe it is.
Well, as long as you're okay you're going to see, here comes the entire carcass saddle of the venison at the table next to you.
Yeah.
But as long as you're cool being in the same room as it, we're not gonna, we're not gonna force you to eat it. We have a whole fucking garden.
Yeah.
We can cook you stuff from the garden.
Love that.
It's supposed to be an old style bed and breakfast. Margie and I live 3 minutes from the restaurant. And we're gonna raise our daughter milking the cows and that's gonna be where we live. We're just gonna drive 3 minutes away to sleep.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I wish my daughters could catch a chicken. That's it. We had chickens while they grew up, and so they're very comfortable with chickens.
Yeah.
And getting eggs, and but I wish you look back. Did this happen in a dream yesterday? You look back at your life and at a certain point, maybe Louis was saying it on stage, so I don't want to stumble on it. But you look at your life and you go, I want to do it one more time. Like, do you have kids?
I do, yeah.
How old?
3.
Oh, and how old's your 3? Oh my God.
My daughter's 1 month older, I think.
Yeah, 1 month older.
So you guys get to do all the things right.
Oh, it's super fun. Yeah.
Like we just did it because we didn't know what we were doing. So we're like, yeah, sure, try jalapeno. And then they're like, did I eat poison? And you're like, okay, maybe I should have done that. But it's fun to be young and to be starting your life and doing shit like that.
Yeah.
It's cool to be 52 and starting a new life together with my wife, but at the same time, just to be like, we're gonna teach our daughter how to milk cows.
Yeah,
like, God,
I'm so excited. But my daughter, she's eaten veal brains in Paris. She's eaten cow's tongue. She's eaten intestines. Her favorite thing is raw venison. That's what at home she's like, Dada, raw meat.
For
meat.
real?
Yeah, that's all she wants to eat. She just eats meat and she drinks like a gallon of milk a day.
God,
Yeah, we got protein babies.
Yeah.
Really?
My guy just loves protein. That's like his favorite thing. Protein, fruits, and veg. Or barely any veg.
That's what you eat,
mostly,
and that's what I eat.
Yeah, protein and fruits and rice he loves. He'll eat the shit out of that all day.
I never got into fruit.
You don't like fruit?
No, I do like it now, but growing up, we had oranges everywhere. So it's almost like if your dad owns a strip club, you're gay, Not that I don't know if that's how it works, but like, you know what I mean? Like, so we always could get an orange anytime, or a grapefruit anytime you wanted it.
So you just never ate them.
So I was always like, ugh.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, you'd be riding your bike, and then people would just pull over into an orange field and just grab oranges, and when your hands would be sticky, and I was like, ugh, I'd rather not.
They have other fruits.
And we never
Things other than oranges.
we never got them in Florida. Like Florida, I never saw plum.
Yeah.
I saw grapefruits, oranges, apples. Like I grew up before Monsanto's.
Yeah.
So like we got what we got.
Yeah.
And so like I remember going to Philadelphia and there was an apple tree. And I was like, I've heard about these.
Yeah.
I'd never seen an apple tree in my life. And I grabbed an apple and I took a bite and a bee stung me on the nose. I was like,
Fuck apples.
Fuck apples.
Yeah, done.
Fuck apples. I've always wanted to be able to do a good curry.
It smells
That's
good.
really
It smells
great.
good, doesn't it?
It does.
How many kids do you have?
2.
2. How old?
21 and 19.
Oh, wow. You have 2 adults.
Do you want to hear a crazy story?
Love to.
I don't know if I can share this, and if I can't, I'll just tell it to you, and then if Leanne wants me to take it out, I'll take it out. So we had to put our dog, Mac, away. Not away, down.
Oh.
Put them away.
So he's in a closet. he's been in a closet for about a month.
Oh, my God.
So we had to put him down. He was an awesome dog. He was like the greatest dog, and he loved my daughter, Georgia. He loved all of us, Isla, Leanne, me, but Georgia was the first person to go to college and come back. And I don't think Mac understood the process of people might leave and come back. And the day she came back from college, the first time, he lost his fucking mind in front of us. Like, it's a person that we've known. They're back. We thought they were dead. And they're backing you. I mean, it was so crazy that when Isla went to college, Isla was like, yo, I want that moment with Mac. But Mac was like, no, I get it. College. I understand.
Yeah.
So we're in Hawaii. Mac gets sick. We have to put him down over Zoom. It's just heartbreaking. All of us. We weren't there. No, he was 5. Yeah, he had cancer, developed pneumonia. Cancer spread throughout his lungs. It was just heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking for all of us. So yesterday, Georgia is at work at college. She's tending bar. And she was going waiting on tables or whatever, and she goes up to a table, and there's a lady with a bull mastiff. And she says, oh, I have bull mastiffs. And the lady said, really? And Georgia said, yeah, we just put ours down. She went, it's so interesting. Where do you know where you got them? And Georgia's like, no. She was like, oh, okay. Because I got one at one place and it sucked, but I got this one is the best dog I've ever owned. And Georgia goes, well, I think we got it in Arizona. And the lady goes, well, that's so funny. I got him from Arizona, her from Arizona. She goes, what's the breeder? And Georgia goes, I don't know. So she texts Leanne. Leanne comes back. Georgia comes back. And she goes, it's Desert Sky breeder. She goes, I got mine from Desert Sky. And she goes, no way. She goes, who's the dad and mom? And George calls Leanne. She goes, who's Mac's dad and mom? And she says, Johnny Cash and Waylon and Pepper. She goes,
No shit.
this is Waylon and Pepper's sister. This is her daughter. It's Mac's sister.
Damn, that's epic.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I got so emotional. It's like crazy that like his sister's right there.
Yeah.
It's almost like this dog's trying to communicate with her, going like, Mac's sister walks into her fucking bar.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
mean,
That's insane.
just insane.
Yeah, losing anyone when it doesn't make sense is like the hardest thing. Margaret and I lost a dog that was young, and maybe I think she was like 3, and it was to that point in my life the most devastating thing that had ever occurred. And I didn't think that it would like rock us or rock me. I'm a strong dude.
Yeah.
You know, I never thought that it would rock us that way. It's weird the way the world works though. We went on this like weird, like after it happened, because it was sudden, we just left. We just like went in a car and just started driving. It didn't come back for like 2 weeks. And on our way back, we stopped in Ojai. As our very last night, we're gonna be home tomorrow. We lived in Woodland Hills at the time, so we're almost home, but we were staying in Ojai. It was one night. And we're sitting on the front porch, and up walks this little cat. And this cat is just hanging out with us. No collar, no nothing. The cat, like we go inside, the cat follows us. We walk out, this cat follows us. Margarita sits down on the thing, and our little English bulldog would always jump up on Margarita, facing her, and like put her head down on her chest. And this little cat jumped up and sat on her the exact same way. And we just like, it was the weirdest thing. And so then we were just like, I think we're supposed to have this cat. But we're like, but we can't because like it could be somebody. So we go to the vet. There's no chip, there's no nothing. We put up signs. Nobody ever claims the cat. And that's Kismet. You met Kismet.
Oh, yeah.
And we
Oh my
named
God,
her,
I was like, that is Kismet.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Kismet is great.
we named her Kismet. Because
That's so dope.
literally that cat became like the emotional support. Like it's almost like our dog came back in that cat.
Yeah.
It's the most
That's so
bizarre
dope.
thing.
Yeah. My wife steals cats.
I guess we technically stole a cat.
I mean, we have a cat. We have a cat now that, I don't know, it no longer has a collar around its neck. We got a cat now that would come over all the time to our house and play with my girls and Leanne in the front yard. And then, you know, it would be there at night. We'd be going to bed and be sitting on our front door. And Leanne's like, well, I gotta fucking let this cat in. I can't stay out all night because of coyotes. So she called its owner. She's like, yo, your cat's over here. And the owner's like, we don't care about the cat. Fuck cat, it's outdoor cat. She's like, yeah, but there's coyotes. He goes, I don't. And I remember Leanne's like, what's his name? We don't give it a name. It's a cat. And so Leanne's like, well, now it's my cat. So she's call her off.
That's called
Shirley,
rescuing.
welcome to the Kreischer.
That's called rescuing. That's not called stealing.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I always think stuff needs salt, but I don't think it does.
It definitely needs salt.
It does. Okay,
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear.
Whenever you think that, right?
Well, not whenever you think that. There's no way that doesn't need salt. That needs a good amount of salt and a good amount of acid.
What's the acid?
It could be lime. Could be
Oh
lemon.
yeah, it does need lime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does need lime. Right now, right?
We have more.
I'm gonna guess it needs a couple more.
You think?
Think is a
You think? Like,
pretty positive.
all right. Let's see. I'll kill this. I wonder what it tastes like with this in there.
Yeah, and put just a touch of salt, just a little bit of salt, and see how that changes it. Completely different.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
Yeah.
Brighter.
The major thing between home cooks and restaurants is we salt. We use salt, we season. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, because we, like at home, you just think it's like everything, like we were taught, like a pinch of salt. Now it needs fucking salt.
Yeah.
It does. And you don't have to worry at home, if anyone's worried about like sodium and shit, you can't consume more salt than I do, and I get my blood work done. My sodium is perfect. My mercury is perfect. You don't have to worry about
Your
that.
plastics are great.
My plastics are great now. My plastics were very bad, but they're great now.
It also depends
There
on
we
like
go.
what type of salt you have at your house as well, right?
Yeah, not
you
like
wanna
you don't
use a
want
bunch of
table iodized. No, kosher salt.
Kosher salt's super solid for cooking.
This crack squad we have here, we got kosher salt, which is technically rock salt, which you put on the burger and you're like, let's see. Let's see what this tastes like. This is my move as my chef. I'm sure you're supposed to use your finger or something.
Spoon works.
Spoon.
But I always like a little bowl of it.
Yeah, I was gonna comment. I don't think I've ever seen anyone like make themselves a bowl of the sauce. That's a new move for me in my 20 years.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
It looks great.
It smells so curry. It's just, ooh, sorry. Curry's the thing. What's your favorite soup to make?
Myself, I like doing like Spanish, so like those really basic, like caldo de pollo or caldo de res or something like that.
Yeah.
Those are like my favorite.
Menudo.
Oh, yeah,
Is
that
like
one's a great
my
one.
favorite thing. I was with Sean Evans. We were doing some segment for a new show he had. And it was like hangover food. And we had menudo.
Oh.
I got fucked up eating menudo.
You know, if you do like birria too,
Oh, wow.
with just a really strong broth and then like some tortillas on the side, that's like super bomb.
Oh my
too, 'cause
God.
It's just like a bowl of meat and broth, like no veggies and just tortillas. It's so good.
What about you? Are you a soup guy at all?
Yeah, I don't typically make like a traditional soup. Like I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna make a menudo or I'm gonna make like a
boil, yeah.
Yeah, no, I would just make soup. But I do love making soups. In fact, all of my sauce work are just soups that then I fortify and reduce.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting the way you look at, like, sauces are, like, technically pasta's a mechanism to get soup in your mouth. Like a really spicy, aggressive soup, you know? Probably not.
I mean,
I love that you just went big. Can't really co-sign that as a Michelin-star chef, but yeah, sure, Bert.
I mean, I'm not sure that it's its sole purpose, but no, I mean, for me, sauce is like soups are the perfect soup is like that's kind of the like that is the sign of like a really well balanced, beautifully made soup shows that you are very, very, very good at what you do. And so, yeah. And so, cause it's all about like layering flavors when you're making soup and building deep, deep, deep depth.
Yeah.
And so what I like to do for all of my sauce work is just make a soup and then reduce it down until it's what we call nappe, which is basically thick enough to coat the back of your spoon.
Oh, really? Here, you want to try my...
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me where we're at.
Sure, I'll do it like you too.
It's hot as fucking shit.
Yeah.
I burnt my tongue twice. I think it's good on acid. I always go more salt.
Probably more salt. Yeah, fish sauce.
You're okay right now.
I think it's good, right?
Yeah. What I think you do is you go a little bit further down, and then I notice you saved this probably on purpose to give a little bit of fresh at the very end.
At the very end is what I
because
can do,
of course, as one would.
Yeah.
Because cooked acid is very different than raw acid, so you're getting a nice acidity to balance out like the actual like soup, but to give it fresh acid and fresh salt over the top is what you want.
So they cook down a little bit,
nice.
and then plate it, and then on top of that, or at the very end, hit it with the whole thing with that.
You could do either. I probably would do the plate.
Okay, yeah, me too. That's what I was going to think. Pretty much plate.
Just testing me?
Yep. Yeah, well, you know, I just want to run. I'm quizzing you, really. I'm quizzing you. It's so funny. Have you ever thought about, because you guys just started your podcast. It's been going, how many episodes do you have now? 18?
I think we just yesterday was
20.
episode 15 came out.
15,
We
okay.
have we banked like 30 before we released our first episode. We like shot for almost a year before we released our first episode.
Kind of like the same as you and Tom. It's like we're not always in the same place. So we wanted to make sure we had a nice amount of episodes banked before.
You guys are like me and Tom, so one of
released
you is
it.
really selfish and refuses to go to the other person?
Pretty much. No, just kidding.
Well, lucky for me, I live in Austin and we shoot at YMH, so he has to always come out.
Yeah. Are you still here? I always thought you were in Austin.
No, I'm in Fort Worth is where I'm based out of. But
Yeah.
in the summer, I usually stay in Chicago, which is my hometown.
Really?
Yeah, so I go back over there and hang out with my family and stuff.
Who are
Take
the
little
biggest
guy.
skaters to come out of Chicago?
The biggest skaters that come out of Chicago?
And do I know them?
I'm not sure if you would know them. There's a lot of them, skaters that came out of Chicago recently that are really good.
Yeah.
Back in the day, not that many skaters came out of Chicago.
Really?
There's one dude like Josh Kalis lived in Chicago a little bit, and from Michigan, he came out. He did really good in skateboarding. He's like a legend in skateboarding. There's a couple other dudes that came out of Chicago, but not too many.
Is that what it's supposed to look like?
It's pretty close.
Okay.
He's dope.
I think the move for that next time is a pot, so you can.
A pot? So I put more oil?
Next time, yeah. Well, you deep fry, so you drop in.
I can put in more oil.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Okay. I love cooking with a chef because you get. So I'll wait till the next one. Yeah, I think you want another, like a little.
Those special tips.
Here we go.
There you go.
Maybe a little hotter.
Yeah, a little warmer.
You mean low?
Then maybe a little paper towel to get rid of some of that extra oil. A little salt.
Yeah. A little paper towel. A little salt.
I'm just narrating what you're already planning on doing.
No. You're just saying the stuff was already in my head, really.
Yeah.
This is all stuff in my head. All right, I'm going to say this city. You tell me the skater that pops in your mind for the city, okay? Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, I would say Stevie Williams.
Stevie Williams, yeah.
Philly, yep.
Chris Cole's like,
Go Chris Cole, yeah. He's Philly too, yep.
I would have said Bam. I would have said Bam.
no, I don't think Bam. I think
Bam's like
Bam
Westchester.
He's Westchester.
Oh, Philly. I always forget the difference between Philadelphia and Pennsylvania.
I do that with DC, and people go Virginia, and I go, I think DC still same. Like no one lives in DC; they all live in Virginia.
That's what I get for not finishing the 10th grade.
Wait, you only got to 10th grade?
Yeah, and then I was in a band that was starting to take off, so went and lived on the road.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's right. You played drums. I forgot. What happened to that band? That band is called.
That band, it doesn't exist anymore, and nobody would know about them. But then I played in other bands a band called Alpha and Omega, if you're like into like very specific subgenre of hardcore that some people out there might know.
Really?
And then I just started cooking, and that became my thing.
It's kind of funny how like I was baseball hardcore, and then I got into that. I think that's more what we were looking for. I think still it could have been a little deeper, huh? Is this like watching someone have sex with your sister?
You know,
You're like, I love her. I don't want you to do it perfect.
I don't know.
I'm right here.
I'll be honest. I've never experienced that.
What are those things?
I have no idea. I have no idea. What do they call it?
I don't think I've ever seen those things.
Papa dumps? They're Papa dumps.
Papa dumps.
Papa dump.
Papa dumps. That's what they are.
Papa dump. By the way, I'm ready for a cocktail now. Now I'm starting to sweat. Well, can I get a Porosos and soda? Hey, what do you think of my vodka?
I actually like it.
Thank you.
Well, hold on. Let me quantify that. I won't do spirits. I can't.
Yeah.
I swore off them in my 20s. It's not something for me. I can't do it. I have tasted your guys's, obviously, and I thought it was delicious.
Yeah.
I can't fuck with it though.
Really?
I just can't.
I respect that.
Each spirit gives me a different superpower, and I don't use any of them for good.
Wow. Interesting way to look at it.
Yeah. If I drink gin, I won't like the way anyone's looking at my friends.
That's a great superpower, though.
Yeah, until you have things to lose.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, that's a little darker.
May I have one more of these, please? Thank you.
They're not bad. If they just gave me dreams.
By the way, you don't want to put that much color. You can't.
What?
But you want to pull it a little bit earlier.
Earlier? Okay.
Typically, these come out pretty white.
Oh, okay. So do I have it too hot? I'll just that's fine.
Oil might be a tad bit hot, possibly. Or just
Isn't something supposed to burn, though? Isn't that part of
something? That's the whole premise of the show. Is something's burning. You don't want nothing burning, and then everyone's like, whatever happened to the premise of the show? I'm going top on top, like bacon, with a little bit of fucking salt on these. Wow.
Boom.
And then I open it up a little bit. I got Cedric.
Quick flip, boom, boom, quick flip,
Look
boom,
at that,
boom.
look at that, look at that. Oh, I think I'm figuring this out now.
Yeah, there you go. See that
Oh,
color's
I gotta
perfect.
be on top of these.
There
I
you
can't
go.
just be sitting and leaving them.
Pull. All right, little salt, get that. Oh, I got this now. Now we got the good ones coming. Watch
Fast,
this.
fast, go, go, go,
Oh,
go,
here
go,
we go.
pull,
No,
pull, pull,
yeah,
pull,
there we go. There we go. There we go.
Out,
There we go.
all the way.
Were you serious?
Yep, there you
Shut
go.
the fuck up. It's different.
We got a Papa
Hurry up,
dump.
Nice.
We got a Papa dump.
Nice and light, yeah.
Hurry up, Stacy. Pull, 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 pull. Flip, 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 flip. Oh, we go. Fuck yeah. I love this corner. I love this. Leanne, you want to try one? Get in here, woman.
You want
The
a
energy's happening.
You want a burnt one or a regular one?
You want, yeah. You gotta be quick, Leanne. You can't fuck around.
I don't know what you're
You
doing.
drop it and you move it, okay?
I don't know what
Let me
you're
show you what happens. You go like this. Here we go. Burn, 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 burn. Quick, quick, quick. Flip it, flip it, flip it, flip it. We gotta put it in there and we are out.
Okay.
You ready? Here we go, Leanne.
Quick.
It's all you. It's all you. It's all you.
No,
No, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no, no. Leanne, watch.
I don't cook.
In there. Flip, 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 flip. Spread, spread, spread. Flip, 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 and we're good. All right, I got those perfect.
Phillip.
Here.
Hey, Bert, do you make...
I love how each one has salt here.
By the way, if you look at them, it is, yeah. If you look at
Well, the show's not called Something's Delicious. It's called Something's Burning.
something, thanks, Leanne. The show's not called It's Edible. All right, these peppers, I don't even know if they fucking did anything, but we'll pull them. What kind of, would you put this in a bowl?
What are we doing? Oh yeah, with the fish, yeah, for sure.
Bowls, right?
Yeah.
You know what, I'll go to these bowls. It's a little bit.
With the curry, the rice, and everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Forgot about that.
Yeah. All right.
Gotta wipe the station, chef.
Yeah, well, I kind of wiped the station. It's like I'd be a really dirty duck. How long does rice take?
I thought you turned it on.
I thought I did too. How long is
Rice cooker, like 30
20,
to an
30?
hour.
it's gonna take 30 fucking minutes?
Yeah, rice
Are you
cooker.
shitting me? Do we have rice back there?
We'll pretend.
It's really chewy.
Chop up some onions real fast. Just put them in the bottom, and it'll look like rice on TV.
You just eat it with the Papa Dump.
This is we can. I mean, I let him pull the rice. I've been looking at it, and I was like, "It's perfect." All right, let's try to eat this a different way. It really takes 30 minutes to cook rice. Okay, fuck rice. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna place these on the bottom.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, those are perfect.
These are perfect, right? It's almost like, oh, here. Let's see if we can get
Light and bubbly.
this one in here. Oh, it's perfect. Okay. Okay, this is a different variation of this same thing. A lot of people eat it with rice. I do it different. I have a different take on it. This is more of a omakase. Oh, look at this. Look at this. And then we take this, we put,
Ooh, nice. That looks great.
oh, and it's supposed to crack like
Yeah,
that.
of course. And I got your plate wipe, chef.
Thank you. So if I hear the cracking, we've done the right thing.
You want to learn a cool little technique?
Yeah.
So with the ladle, oh, I'm stuck in the
Yeah.
chair. When you go to scoop, don't go straight up. When you go to scoop, tap it. And it'll hold for about 3 seconds. So you go in, tap, and it will hold for about 3 seconds before it drips.
In, tap. Oh, a little more fish for this one. Oh, tap.
Look at that. It works.
Perfect.
And then we take what we do was you know what? Fuck it. We need a little more fucking sauce in this. I think. You know what? A little more fish in this too. I mean, this is my omakase.
When it's a single course omakase, you got to go a little bit bigger.
Yeah, when it's a lot of people do it differently. And then, ow, that was on my hand. That was on my fucking hand.
You get
It
one
is-
sip and you forgot to do your little. You got to do the dip.
I'm a little on the weeds. I'm in the weeds. Okay, and then what I do, just to give it a little color,
Yeah.
I go a little bit of that. Seems like a lot.
No, that seems right. Seems good.
Yeah, a little bit of that. And then this. And then I got a fried sprig in here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, right, gorgeous.
Look at that.
Beautiful and nice.
And then I hit it. That looked rough. I'll put two in there. And then I hit it with a little bit of lime that I've been saving for this moment. I take the lime. And I,
You want to do one of those squeezes on?
gentlemen,
Thank you, sir.
here, and then we got all these extra ones that are different. I like
It
to
smells fucking good.
It smells great. Yeah.
We got these extra ones. These are a little different, more medium. Well, I didn't realize how bad I was doing until I saw the way it should be done. All right.
All right,
You got
so what do we
forks?
got here, chef?
What I have is a rockfish, seared, pulled. I have created a yellow curry primarily out of Samoyed. And then I've allowed that to reduce. I've hit it with a little bit of acid and salt. And then these are moils. Papados. What?
Papadum.
They're papadums. And normally they serve this with rice, but the way I was raised, we save it just on top of the papadum, just to save the calories, you know?
Love it, yep.
Yeah. Very traditional. Let's see how the fish turned out.
Check this out. This looks great, brother. Thank you.
I bet it would be really good on rice.
I'll be honest, I've actually judged several. I've judged a ton on TV, on cooking competitions. This is nowhere near the bottom tier of anything that I've ever had on TV. This is actually pretty good.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I didn't know how that answer was going. This is nowhere near the bottom tier.
No, what I'm saying is I've had, like, even professional chefs who, like, show up on TV to
It's
cook.
amazing.
This is actually very good. Like, no matter what you were up against, you would make round 2 with this dish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Leon, you want to try it? Come on in.
The fish isn't
Really?
overcooked.
Yeah,
Fish is perfect.
Oh, it looks really hot.
it's a little hot.
However, had this made my plate,
Yeah, right? Thank
not
God,
sure we would have made round 2.
Thank God I learned how to make papados.
That's really good.
Yeah, this is how I do it where I grew up. We do it with these. Look how soggy that is. The texture is so great.
It is so fucking good. It is so fucking good.
You nailed this curry. It's bomb. I could drink it.
I'm looking for a sponsorship from NW Root Beer. You don't need me, but I need you. It is so good. It is so good. Like, out of all the sodas they ever made in the world, when they showed up with root beer, I bet everyone's like, hold the fucking phone.
Root beer was my thing. I haven't drank soda since I was 12, but before that, root beer was my drink.
Are you
Root
pretty
beer and
strict
Sprite.
about things?
Yeah. I get very religious about, like, either I don't do it or I do it 10,000% and nothing is going to really change it.
Really?
Yeah. So when I was 12, I was just like, I don't do sodas.
At
Yeah.
12?
At 12, yeah. I think it was one of my friends. I can't remember exactly how it happened, but maybe it was like, maybe it was like the idea of like you pour Coca-Cola on a penny and it like cleans the rust off of it,
Yeah.
like what it does in your. I'm like, fuck that. And yeah, never did sodas.
That's
So
bomb.
is your podcast at your mom's house?
Yeah, we normally shoot it at the studio.
You do?
Yep.
And then what guests have you had on that you've enjoyed? And don't say me because I did it yesterday.
Jelly Roll was episode 1. That was a great one.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, we had Tom on.
We've had my friend on Ellington that does the beer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eric
Hey,
Ellington
there.
was one of the better ones.
Really, really good one.
I mean, we've had some, today we had...
just did one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We just had Joel Madden from Good Charlotte. Yeah.
Nice.
He was super cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Did
it's
he
been...
say my wife or Cameron?
His twin brother's married to Cameron. He's
God damn it.
married to Nicole Richie.
What? No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, we've had Justin Wren on. That was a...
Justin Wren was
I know Justin Wren, the
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah.
I know Justin Wren.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hear a good Justin Wren story?
Sure.
I had Justin Wren on.
Yeah.
And I researched the wrong fighter.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Halston, do you remember that? Oh, that was before you. I listened to a podcast that you know, like I was like, I'm going to go on a jog and listen to Joe and Justin Wren. And for whatever reason, it got to Justin Wren and then skipped to the next guy. And I was like, so when you were training in Brazil, and he was like, huh? And I was like, when you won the worlds for jiu-jitsu, he's like, I'm not even a jiu-jitsu fighter. And I was like, what? Huh? What are you talking about? And he's like, I think you listened to the wrong episode. And I was like, motherfucker. He's like, I work with pygmies. And I was like, what? I was like, I would have heard that.
Yeah, his story is, I mean, we've had a couple stories, because the whole idea of the podcast is to talk about, we sit down with people at the top of their field and talk to them specifically about the adversity they faced and the mindset it took to overcome adversity. Like that idea of like, where most people would give up, you just said, fuck you, world. There's not a damn chance I'm giving up. And that's where you find your success.
That's so interesting. That's not what I did at all
It's
yesterday.
not what we did yesterday, but we're going to do it.
I made your podcast about my drinking.
It was a fun
But
podcast.
it was about it was still a great one.
Yeah.
We'll do another one.
We have to do another one now that I know what the podcast is about.
But we, like, Justin was one where like both of us struggled to not cry on camera.
His was heavy.
We've had a couple where, like, you know, the one today, it was like, you know, when people like open up and they like actually, because the people that we've had on so far, I don't think we really had anyone who hasn't been like either an A-lister or close to an A-lister. Basically, people that you already know who they are. So we're not really trying to introduce you to like, oh, he plays in a band. We're more trying to introduce you to the guy that maybe you don't know, and to show you that guy is just a normal dude who just never gave up, no matter how hard it got.
Yeah.
And we've had some people who've opened up to us.
Have you had Tom on yet?
Yeah. Tom was a great one.
What was Tom's adversity? That his mom didn't speak perfect English?
No, I mean,
I want to watch Tom's episode.
Tom's episode is great. He gives you a lot of props.
Yeah.
He gives you a lot.
There we go. Old school Tommy's back.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about, you know, bombing and not giving up, and, you know.
I forgot about that, Tom.
and just like different things that, like, you know, he faces in his career and stuff, you know, like bombing in front of hundreds of thousands of people or whatever it is, you know, and just the feeling that it is and how you get back from that and how you continue to.
My favorite Tom bomb story. I mean, I have a couple. My favorite one.
I bet it's gonna be the one he told. I want to hear it.
Is it Sacramento?
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He goes up and I drive him. I'm allowed to bring my feature. And so first time, so I go, it's Tom. I knew we were in trouble on the ride there when I ran out of gas. Like he was like, hey man, when are you going to pull over? And I go, huh? And he was like, you've been on empty for like 40 minutes. And I was like, I have? And he was like, yeah. And we like cruised in on fumes, like a do. And so we get up there. This is when Tom had longer hair and he had it like combed back, right? It was really cool. And, and he goes up first and his first joke was like, I think it was about like school shootings or rape or Mormon rape, or it was like really aggressive. And he never won the crowd back. And what's crazier is the things you don't see as a comic. So as he talked, his hair, he was sweating, the hair that was combed, this is a comb thing, it would fall. And they would fall in unison, like they all fell on the sides at the same time, and then this, and then this, and then this. And at one point, it's Tom with one combed back line of hair standing, like a mohawk, like one, everything's soaking wet. And everyone's waiting for it to fall. No one's listening to a word he's saying. They're waiting for it to fall. And they're like, go, 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 go. And like he turns and it wobbles and hops back up. And you hear the crowd
like gasping.
You hear the crowd go, oh. And then right at a perfectly thing. And he's like, and that's why I don't like the Native Americans. And it lands and everyone's like, no. And he's like, hey, I'm winning you back. It was so bad. The manager came back. You're like, you told me he could do stand-up. I go, he can. I go, he usually doesn't go this bad. Tom comes off soaking wet. He goes, that wasn't good. And I was like, this is old school fat Tom. But then by the end of the week, he had won them over and the manager over. And in typical Tom fashion, dismantled everything that was wrong with this club. You know, because Tom has wild self-worth. And he's like, this club sucks. The owner's a thief. The manager knows nothing about comedy. She's a whore. She's trying to fuck you. If you can't see that, you're out of your goddamn mind. They don't like your comedy. They don't watch your comedy. And then like he like dismantled everything about the club. And I think it was one of the last times I ever played that club. I was like, fuck them. And then they stole money from me.
Oh wow.
I feel like it's just a different angle of the same story, because we definitely didn't get from that angle.
Which one did you hear? One of the worst ones he ever had.
It was one where he bombed. There was a female. I don't think it was Winnipeg. It was I think there was a female owner or manager. She bombed. He bombed. She was pissed. You took him out. Then he did a great job the next day, but she didn't see him do a great job.
She walked in and he goes, "How did I do?" And she goes, "I don't watch you."
Something like
yeah, it was the exact same club.
Yeah.
He and I think we went to her house to hang out with her kid. And he was like, "The fuck are we doing?" I was like, "This is what you do as a headliner. You like, you." And he's like, "No, man, she wants to fuck you." Yeah. I was like, "No, she doesn't." And he was like, "Absolutely, Bert. Like she want." And I was like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here." And then we swam in her above ground pool.
Sick.
Classy. Not the swimming in it part, just having it.
I remember Tom was like, "Dude, I wish you could visualize. See, someone please take one picture of Fat Tom right now in this picture and overlay it somewhere in the screen." He sat in his bathing suit, and he was overweight, like big tits, right? Hairy as shit. And he was like, "You think I can dive in the above ground pool from here?" And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, "Do you think I'll tear down the whole pool?" And I was like, "I kind of hope you do." And he goes, "Me too." He goes, "You ready?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he just starts running and dives into an above ground pool from the ground. I've never laughed so hard in my life. And he pops up, he goes, "I did it." Oh, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. I'm gonna hate to be at his funeral and have to give that speech. I'll be living for so fucking long. My fucking cardiologist is hounding me. Anyway, I think this rice is almost done. You want to try this with rice real quick?
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Neen will be the judge of the rice.
I have this one rice cooker that you can make rice in the morning and it'll stay good and perfect temp for
All
like
day.
days.
Yeah,
like
days.
It's insane. Yeah,
I don't think
like
this
one
is
of
good
those
rice.
Zorioshi or something. Rice cooker? Yeah,
Yeah.
It's a really
Maybe
good one.
it is.
My friend sent it to me for Christmas.
Oh, this rice feels good. It smells good.
Well, I'm liking our odds.
Our odds are pretty good.
up. We've made tons of those.
I like to do this, and so that you get very little.
Look at that. No slop.
Wow.
Look at that. It's a new era, the no slop Bert.
Mm-hmm. And then let's just load this bitch up.
I was wrong. This is the second 2-course omasake.
Omatake.
My pronunciation is still a little rusty.
Do you know any words in Japanese? Like, did you have to learn anything just to cook?
No. I mean, I know the names of some of the fish, but I don't know any Japanese. Tom knows Japanese. He's taking fucking Duolingo or whatever.
I don't know what's happening to him. What do you eat? What? Forks?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I still got.
I got a spoon. I got a fork too.
All right,
Right
here
here.
you go. Here you go. Here you go, guys.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how this is with rice. Oh, it's immediately
Glorious.
It's immediately so good looking.
The rice is good?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It's meant to be eaten with rice.
There we go. There we go.
Now you can say you had lunch today, Neen.
Oh, yeah. Now I'm there.
The rice is so good. Why don't they make bigger things of rice?
What do you mean?
Why do they
Like a
make
different
only
grain?
so small?
Oh, it's just a grain, right?
What do you mean? Why do they make it so small?
It's a grain. That's the size
It's
of
not
it.
a pasta. They don't
make rice.
make rice. So what? Tell me about.
Why would they choose to make them so tiny? Like, why wouldn't they make them just a little bigger so you can get
You
more
think
in your
someone like
mouth?
from Zoolander's like designing the rice?
Yeah, like, so interesting they chose to make it this small. You got me on rice now. I haven't had rice in forever.
Oh, it's so good.
It's
dude.
so good.
Rice is fucking great. I try not to eat it, but it's so great.
Rice with curry is just like it's hard to beat it. You know,
It's
like
so good.
whatever the curry is, it's so hard to beat it.
So the name of the podcast,
The Not a Damn Chance podcast.
Not a Damn Chance podcast, Not a Damn Chance Burger.
Yep.
The fucking across the boards. Where's the restaurant in Austin?
So for NADC Burger,
E6.
East 6th, and we're in Austin. We're in couple in Chicago, Nashville, about to be a second one.
Denver.
Denver,
New York. Dallas. Fort Worth.
God damn.
And then
Vegas.
Yep, we're in Vegas.
Vegas. Mm-hmm.
And then Sushi's are in 13 cities from Seattle to Miami.
Really?
Pasta Bar in LA and Austin. I think that's all of them.
It's an NADC burger.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Do you have to pay attention to every single one of these restaurants every single day?
We have a really solid, we built a solid back of the house basically, and every single restaurant's built with like all the right kind of management and executive chefs and stuff too. So they're all pretty solid, pretty structured, and you know, we all are kind of in contact with each other throughout the days.
Marguerite and I opened our third restaurant in 2015 or 16. So for the last decade, we've had more than 3 restaurants running simultaneously. So over the last decade, we've learned how to delegate, how to manage, how to, build a team. And we've been lucky enough that we've got several, a dozen people who've been with us for close to a decade, if not longer. So yeah, I mean, there's no, like tonight, I have 27 restaurants that'll be open tonight, and there's no way that I could run them if it required me and sit here and enjoy this.
Mm-hmm. Jesus. Well, I'm glad that you did that because I had a blast. Gentlemen, I love you to death.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
I think my feelings have always come out genuine with you guys, and I appreciate you sitting down and doing this. I can't wait for everyone to try my rice. I'm going to scrape up the end of yours and really coat it. I hope you guys are cool with that. I know my wife will be, but thank you, boys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Thank you, Bert, dude.
I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
having us, man.
Great
This is
episode.
awesome, man.
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.